Frontier opening bell this Wednesday, the 2nd of November. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Let's get started. A mixed trading day, Tuesday, for a number of Frontier African exchanges. The Nigerian market down by 21 basis points, despite the earnings coming through. A bit of a bittersweet. Lafarge Africa reported decline. Uptick about 12% in revenue, but earnings per share down about 38%. That's also part of the market news, however. So we got just about 21 basis points down. The market downside continued. Year to date, Nigeria's all-share index now down, up by just about 2.4%. The BRVM went up roughly 20% yesterday to 201.89. The Egyptian market continued that strong trajectory, up by roughly 0.6%. The Nairobi Bourse down by 16 basis points, holding around 128.60, while the Johannesburg Stock Exchange went up in line with the European markets and a few other emerging markets yesterday. As the dollar took a bit of a backseat, we saw a bit of a risk on sentiment yesterday. The GSE went up 1.28%, a very strong 67,414 on the all-share index. So take that and put that in mind. Let's quickly touch the Eastern African market for a few stories. Kenya is looking to lift barriers on Uganda milk, poultry products import between the two countries. That's now been trying to be resolved between the two neighbors in East Africa, two of the largest economies under the administration of President William Ruto. Kenya's October inflation hits about 64-month high of 9.6% in the month of October because the cost of living is going higher. And I'm sure my technical producer in Nairobi is feeling the pinch of that right now. In the meantime, Vodacom Tanzania is rolling out M-Pesa in SADC region, that's the Southern African Development Community, while Mauritius' third quarter public sector debt went up 2.5%, and Rwanda's ride-hailing or ride-sharing company has now made an entry into Kenya. Congratulations. Let's check in with the West African economies and business and investment stories. The NNPC and Adax Petroleum yesterday finally resolved many years of face-off diplomatic issues between Nigeria and China over those 4 oil blocks that have been in contention. It was initially signed in 1975. It was reviewed later in the 80s, but it never really went into steady relationship, but now it's been fully resolved. That was resolved on Tuesday. I talked about Lafarge earnings earlier. Third quarter numbers, revenue 2.2% higher, net interest income down by 38, earnings per share also fell within the 3 months ended September. Access Holdings shares went up yesterday on its third quarter earnings that came in net income by 38% year on year, one of the biggest jump we've seen in the earnings space since the season started. Banks in Nigeria are reporting some steady, good earnings, but industrial goods are not looking really sweet as far as the numbers are concerned for the third quarter and a bit of the 9 months ended September. Cameroon and Douala, September inflation rose 6.9% year on year. That also came as we started the week, while Ghana President Nana Akufo-Addo says there will be no loss to bondholders and bank account holders. Citizens in Ghana will have no cause to regret because of the deal with the IMF being discussed and the outlook on that $3 billion fresh facility from Washington is being actively pursued. Another team from the IMF is expected in Ghana in the next couple of weeks. Let's check in with Southern Africa. Pick n Pay, one of the largest retailers, grocery retailers in South Africa, says it's working on allowing cryptocurrencies as part of payment for customers in its stores, while the World Bank has told South Africa to move away from coal and see growth in the economy. South Africa is the continent's most advanced economy, and Transnet has lifted force majeure across all its port terminals after the resolution of wages and other work conditions with the workers, which were achieved just about a week ago. And Zimtrade says it's looking at 30 local firms to explore the Botswana market. That is part of the relationship within the Southern African community. Okay, let's look at the North African economy, investment, business, and finance with trade between Egypt and Arab countries up 19.2% in the first 6 months of this year. And United Arab Emirates Mubadala says it's planning a new investment in Egypt's energy sector, while Standard Bank is looking to enter Morocco and expand within the North African market. Sound Energy and Attijari Welfare Bank in Morocco are in talks to fund gas exploration in North African economy, while the Bank of Africa, Morocco, is floating a new initiative with AME to back decarbonization. Morocco is moving very strongly around decarbonization ahead of this month's COP27 climate change summit in Sharm el-Sheikh, next door in Egypt. And that is all we have for you today on our Frontier Opening Bell. Is Wednesday. Let's get together again tomorrow from here. Do have a profitable day, everyone, and I'll see you next time.